Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Atira binti Ahmad Zainuddin. My metric number is H1980977 and I will presenting the part of introduction. As we know, annual report is an important aspect of a company for their report of financial. Annual reports are intended to provide a summary of the corporation and its operation to shareholders and prospective investors. Also, annual report is provide information on how contribution were spent in the case of a charitable organization. This group choose the company of Tiongnan Logistics Holding and Harbour Link Group Berhad. Tiongnan Logistics Holding is the largest logistics company service with higher efficiency, reputation, and also related with the hospitality. That means Tiongnan Logistics Holding was reached across the borders to Singapore, Cambodia, Vietnam, China, and Thailand. Tiongnan Logistics Holding is a Malaysian investment holding company that specializes in logistics and warehousing service, investment, property development, and hotel dormitory. For the Harbour Link Group Berhad is a Malaysian investment holding company also. They are related with the transportation, logistics, engineering, and construction industry in Malaysia, Singapore, and around the world. Harbour Link Group Berhad also is the investment holding, shipping, and marine service, integrated logistics, engineering works, and property development.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Izzat bin Muhammad Nur Azmi. My metric number H1980947. Today, I want to share Tiongnan Company background. Tiongnan Company background started in 1975. Tiongnan ran a small cargo business just Peninsula Malaysia. Tiongnan Logistics provide transportation. And as the time go by, Tiongnan has expanded their operation to Singapore and Thailand, as Malaysia is strategically located near the country, and the operation can just be done via land transportation. And now, Tiongnan is a well-expanded country in Asia. Not just logistics, but Tiongnan now also has invested property in business and many more. Okay, Harbour Link founder on year 1975. Harbour Link is engaged in investment holding and provision of management service. He was appointed to the board of Harbour Link Group Berhad on 27 December 2003. He is a founder member of Harbour Link Group and he is active involvement in the shipping. That's all.
Okay, my name is Nur Azmatasha binti Azhar. My metric number is H1980501. So today I'm continue 3.0 ratio analysis. We have two companies, which is Tiongnan Logistics Holding Berhad and Harbour Link Group Berhad. So for the liquidity ratio, we have a current ratio. So we record for trend analysis, we have an increase, and for the quick ratio, we record also increase, and for the net working capital, we got decrease. Okay, for the activity ratio, we have average collection turnover for the both year, which is 2019 and 20. So we record for trend analysis is increase, and secondly, we have inventory turnover. We record decrease, and of fixed asset turnover also we have a decrease. So we continue to another slide, which is a total asset ratio. Okay, for the trend analysis, we record a decrease. For the account and receivable turnover, we get increase. Okay, thirdly, we go to debt ratio and leverage. Okay, for the debt ratio, we record the increase, and for debt to equity ratio, we also get increase, and lastly, we have a time interest and ratio also we got increase. Okay, lastly, we go to profitability ratio. So we have a return of equity, we record the increase, and for return on asset, we got decrease, and then for the gross profit margin, we got the trend analysis is increase. Okay, for the operation profit margin, for the trend analysis is same, and then net profit margin.
Company Harbour Link Group Berhad. Liquidity ratio. Current ratio shows a decrease. Quick ratio shows a increase. Net working capital shows a decrease. Activity ratios all show a decrease except for the average collection period. Debt ratio and leverage all show a decrease except time interest year.
Okay, we move to 3.3, Cooperative Analysis Company, Tionam and Herberling in 2019. So for the current ratio, we have Tionam is the highest than Herberling. So that means Tionam show management efficiency. So for the quick ratio, we have a Herberling is highest than Tionam. A firm with ratio is higher is considered to have a sufficient liquidity. Lastly, we have a net working capital. Herberling is highest than Tionam. Furthermore, Tionam get negative value for the net working capital. This will affect the company credit policy or the stock level.
Comparative analysis of Tionam Company and Herberling 2020 show that Herberling is better than Tionam Company. Total asset turnover show a decrease. Account receivable turnover show a decrease. Average collection period show a increase days. Inventory turnover show a decrease.
My name is Putri Nunafila binti Roswardi and my metric number is H1980742. Next, overall analysis. The current ratio is the proportion of current assets to current liabilities. It assesses the firm's liquidity. The higher the ratio, the greater the liquidity. Tionam is higher in 2019 than Herberling. As a result, Tionam demonstrate management effectiveness. Next, the asset turnover ratio compares the value of a company's sales or revenues to its assets. The asset turnover ratio can be used to determine how efficiently a company uses its asset to generate revenue. In 2019, Herberling is ranked higher than Tionam. The more efficient a company is at generating revenue from its assets, the more efficient Herberling is. The debt ratio is a financial ratio used in accounting to calculate how much of a company's assets are financed by debt. Tionam has a higher debt ratio than Herberling in 2019, indicating that the higher the debt ratio, the more leveraged a company is, implying greater financial risk. Last, return on equity measures a company's profitability in relation to its stockholders' equity. Tionam towers over Herberling. The higher the ROE, the more efficient the management of a company is at generating income and growth from its equity financing.